Picture this. You live in Kenya. Your child is sick with malaria. A local market stall sells a well-known and highly effective medication. You buy the pills, but your son's condition worsens. A few days later, he dies. The cause of death is recorded as malaria, but your son is as much a victim of the global market in counterfeit medicine, a $75 billion scam industry responsible for the deaths of more than 700,000 people a year. Worldwide, it's estimated that up to 15% of all medicines sold could be fake. In the developing nations of Asia, Africa and Latin America, that figure more than doubles. In some places, including online, it exceeds 50%.
When most people think about counterfeiting, if they're not thinking about when it comes to drugs, they may be thinking about counterfeit handbags or watches. But when you're talking about fake drugs, hundreds of thousands of people around the world may be dying as a result.
Here in Australia, we're relatively safe. The most likely of us to be duped are online shoppers, falling for discount painkillers and Viagra, Earth's most counterfeited drug.
We're not talking about generic drugs here. We're talking about drugs that are deliberately and concealed to be what they're not. And therefore, we don't know what's in them. We don't know that they don't have dangerous material in them. They may not have active ingredients, and they're pretending to be someone else's drug.
Some of the more interesting cases I've come across would include the Sharing Brazil case, where I think it was 200 women were given bogus contraceptives and became pregnant. And also in India, there are a couple of examples of anesthetics being fake and people waking up during procedures, which is, you know, it must be obviously horrific for the patient, but can you imagine being the surgeon operating on someone?
In the poorest countries where medicines are a premium, and infection is very high, I think those are the worst examples.
In Africa, it'll be more things like anti-malarials, antibiotics. In Western countries, it'll be heart medications, painkillers, erectile dysfunction meds, and all sorts of other things, diet pills. Some of the richer markets, you find leukemia and other oncology drugs being faked.
Counterfeiters work really hard to make their products look legit, meaning fakes are almost impossible to spot, even for the experts.
The photos that you're looking at were brought in a pharmacy in Lagos. The product on the left is fake. The packaging, the fonts, the inks are all perfect. If you now look at the next photo, which is the back of these packages, you'll see that there's a patch on the back. That's a hologram in the middle there that the real product is supposed to have on it. The bogus one doesn't have antibiotic in it, and when we ran it through the spectrometer to work out what it did have in it, the main ingredients are glass and baby powder, talcum powder.
While the methods used to fake medicines are highly sophisticated, so are the forensic means of tracking them down. In one example, researchers analysing fake anti-malarial tablets sold in Southeast Asia found traces of pollen revealing their origin in southern China. Interpol and the Chinese authorities were then able to locate the illegal factory and catch the counterfeiters.
The reason that criminal gangs are switching from just trading in cocaine and heroin to trading in pharmaceuticals is that the punishment is so low. And if you're caught trading in cocaine or heroin, it's 20 years in jail or life. When you're counterfeiting pharmaceuticals, you may get 6 weeks in jail, you may get a $1,000 fine and a slap on the wrist. And there are numerous jurisdictional problems. For example, there have been cases of drugs going from China through the Middle East, via Europe into the United States, pretending to be from Canadian pharmacies. In some instances, people know that these pills are going to thousands upon thousands of people. They are knowingly providing conditions for manslaughter, if not outright murder.
Things probably won't change for a while. The World Health Assembly in May promises to work on a solution to the problem of counterfeit medicines, but alongside issues like AIDS, smallpox and cholera, it's just one item on their very long agenda.